So, let's talk about something most of us don't really think about. What happens to all our digital stuff when we're gone? I'm talking about your YouTube channel, your Facebook profile, your Instagram grid, your entire online life. It feels a little weird to plan for, I get it. But here's the thing, your digital life is a huge part of your real life. It holds memories, connections, and for some people, it's even a source of income. If you don't decide what happens to it, the platforms will. And that might not be what you or your family would want. It's not just about sentimentality. It's about control and making things easier for the people you leave behind. Think about it this way. Your photo albums on Facebook, Google Photos. They're filled with priceless moments. If your family can't access them, those memories could be locked away forever behind a password you're no longer around to share. Now, you might think setting up a digital heir is a one-size-fits-all deal. You just pick a person and they get access to everything, right? Well, not exactly. The reality is that every platform has its own set of rules and tools for this. Google, Meta, TikTok. It's like each one has a different instruction manual for the same problem. Some companies like Google are pretty ahead of the curve. Facebook is also ahead in some ways. They have built-in features to designate a successor and set preferences. Others are lagging behind or have no official process. This inconsistency is the biggest hurdle. Side-by-side comparison chart. You can't just have one conversation and be done. You must go into the settings for each account and configure preferences. Google owns YouTube. Inactive Account Manager, it's pretty comprehensive. Meta owns Facebook and Instagram. Facebook, legacy contact. Instagram, far more limited. All right, let's dive into Google, which is the gateway to your YouTube account. Google's tool for this is called the Inactive Account Manager. It's probably the most robust system out there. It's not just for when you pass away. It activates if your account goes dormant for a period you choose. Useful if you were in an accident and couldn't access accounts. The setup is straightforward and gives you a ton of control. To get started, head to your main Google account settings. Go to myaccount.google.com. Use the search bar and type Inactive Account Manager. Click the result to open the setup page. First, decide when the plan should kick in. Choose 3 months, choose 6 months, choose 12 months, choose 18 months. Google will try to contact you via text and email 1 month before action. Next, choose who to notify and what they can access. Add up to 10 trusted contacts. For each contact, enter a phone number. Enter an email address. Decide which Google data they can download. Google Photos, YouTube, Gmail, Google Drive, and more. You could let them download YouTube videos, but not emails. You can write a personalized message to send with the notification. So you've set up your Inactive Account Manager for Google. What does that actually mean for the person you designated? Let's break down what they can and, just as importantly, cannot do. The key thing to understand is that your successor doesn't get your password. They will never be able to log into your account. They cannot read your emails in real time. They cannot browse your search history. This is a critical privacy feature. Google gives them access to download only the data you authorized. Think of a key to a single filing cabinet, not your whole house. When your account becomes inactive and the waiting period ends, your chosen contact will receive an email. This email contains your personal message and a secure link to download archives. That link lets them download the specific data you selected during setup. If you checked YouTube, they can download a full archive of your uploaded videos, plus playlists and channel data. If you allowed Google Photos, they can download your entire photo library. This preserves memories and gives creators a backup of their life's work. Downloads aren't permanent. Typically, they have about 3 months to grab the files. That time frame creates urgency to preserve assets quickly. They can save files to their computer or to cloud storage, creating a permanent family archive. The Inactive Account Manager is about data preservation, not running accounts. Facebook was one of the first major platforms to tackle this issue. They introduced the concept of a legacy contact, a person you choose to look after your account once it's been memorialized. A memorialized account is a special profile for someone who has passed it, keeps the profile active for memories but locks it down to protect privacy. The legacy contact is a custodian for that space. It's brought comfort to many families. Setting this up is simple and takes a minute. On Facebook, go to Settings and Privacy, then Settings, then Memorialization Settings, usually under Account Settings. Click it and you'll see 2 main choices. First, choose your legacy contact type, the name of a Facebook friend to designate them. Facebook can send them a message right away to let them know it's a good idea to notify them. Second, opt to have your account permanently deleted after you pass. After Facebook is notified with proper documentation, your profile will be wiped. Photos, posts, messages, everything. If you choose this, you can't also have a legacy contact. It's an either-or decision. So, you've chosen a legacy contact on Facebook. What power have you actually given them? A legacy contact does not get your password and cannot log in as you. They will never see your private messages. Their role is to manage the public-facing aspects of your memorialized profile. They act as a curator for the tribute space. They are the gatekeepers of your digital memorial. They can manage tribute posts. They can write a pinned post that appears at the top of your profile. Pinned posts are often used for a final message. Pinned posts are often used for information about a memorial service. Pinned posts are often used for a favorite memory. They can decide who can see and post tributes. They can respond to new friend requests from people paying respects. They can update your profile picture. They can update your cover photo. These actions shape the profile into a respectful place to visit. Now we get to Instagram. Since it's owned by Meta, you'd think it would have the same legacy contact feature as Facebook, but that's not the case. As of today in late 2025, Instagram still lacks a dedicated built-in feature for designating a successor. This is a pretty big gap, considering how central Instagram is to so many people's digital lives. The platform does offer memorialization, but it's a much more passive process, and there's no official role for a contact to manage the account. This means we have to look at some workarounds and best practices. The primary option Instagram provides is to memorialize an account. A memorialized Instagram account cannot be logged into. The profile is frozen. No one can change the existing photos. No one can change the existing videos. No one can change the existing comments. No one can change the existing followers. The word remembering will appear next to the person's name on their profile. Unlike Facebook, you can't pre-designate someone to manage it. A family member must submit a request to Instagram along with proof of death, like a death certificate. If Instagram's options are limited, then TikToks are practically non-existent. As one of the most popular platforms on the planet, especially for younger generations, this is a major oversight. TikTok currently has no public-facing feature to designate a legacy contact. TikTok has no way to memorialize an account, and there's no tool to proactively plan for what happens when you're gone. This puts it firmly in the digital Wild West, where users and their families have very few official channels to turn to. It forces you to rely entirely on external planning and documentation, which is far from ideal. The only official process TikTok offers is account deletion by a family member. A legal representative can contact TikTok's support team. An immediate family member can contact TikTok's support team. They need to provide documentation proving their relationship to the user, and they must provide a death certificate. The process is slow, it can be emotionally taxing, and the only outcome is deletion. We've walked through the specific settings for each platform, and it's clear that the options are all over the place. That's why your master plan can't just live inside those app settings. You need a central document, often called a digital will or digital estate plan, that holds all the information in one secure place. This document is the instruction manual you leave for your loved ones. It should list all your important accounts, social media, email, cloud storage, banking, crypto wallets, along with your usernames. For accounts without legacy features, like TikTok, this is where you'd store the passwords. Creating this document doesn't have to be complicated. It can be a password-protected digital document, or even a physical letter stored in a safe place, like a safe deposit box. The important thing is that your executor or the person in charge of your affairs knows that this document exists and how to access it. In it, you should clearly state your wishes for each account. For Facebook, you might write, "I have designated my sister, Jane Doe, as my legacy contact. Please notify Facebook to memorialize my account." For TikTok, you might write, "My friend John Smith has the password. He is instructed to download all my videos and then delete the account." Once you've created this digital will, the work isn't over. Your digital life is constantly changing. You create new accounts, change passwords, and might even change your mind about what you want to happen to them. That's why you should plan to review and update this document regularly, maybe once a year. Set a calendar reminder. When you update it, make sure you're using strong, unique passwords for your accounts and that the instructions for your executor are still clear and relevant. Also, Check if platforms like Instagram or TikTok have finally added new legacy features that you can use. Finally, the most important step is to talk to the people you've chosen. Don't let your digital will be a surprise. Have a conversation with your designated Google successor, your Facebook legacy contact, and the person you're trusting with your TikTok password. Explain what you've set up, what your wishes are, and why you've chosen them. This conversation ensures they are prepared and willing to take on the role. Taking these steps, creating a plan, documenting it, and communicating it, provides tremendous peace of mind. It secures your digital assets, and more importantly, it's a final gift of clarity and consideration for the people you love.